Dun, 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 dun. Hey, it's the Preacher, and I'm at the range today, and I've got an old classic, a vintage 22. This is a high standard Sport King, automatic, tube fed, probably dates back to the, I would guess, 60s or 70s. High Standard used to make great 22s, pistols and rifles. And this one belonged to my father-in-law, and it was awful. No kidding, dirtiest gun I've ever cleaned in my life. I took it apart, not completely apart, but I took the bolt out, the barrel, and everything out of the stock, and just, I mean, cleaned out more lead, more copper fouling, more grit, grime, sand. I don't know. This thing probably hadn't been shot in years, but when it was shot a lot. So I slapped a cheap 4x32 Simmons scope on it, and I've got 12 different 22 rounds to try through it today. And all I want to do is find out if it's accurate. If there's a couple or three 22 rounds that it likes, then we'll put a better scope on it. You know, we'll clean it up a little more and keep it. But if it's already shot out, if it just doesn't have accuracy left in it, we'll probably let it go. So what I'm going to do today is try these 12 different loads. We'll see how it shoots. And if there's 2 or 3 that it likes, we'll see if it's finicky. It's an automatic. So we're going to run this through there, and we'll see how it goes. I'll show you the groups. I'll show you the ammo that I'm shooting, and if anything looks spectacular. If you hear toilets flushing in the background, it's because well, that's the range toilets right behind me. Anyways, come along, let's do some shooting. Alright, here's what we're dealing with for ammo today. I got some Aguila Super Extra. It's just like the Super, except there's a little extra. Then I got some Dynamite Noble. This is some old vintage stuff, but if it likes it, I got a bunch of it. This also looks kind of vintage to me. 22 SSS Sniper Subsonic made by Aguila. I got some mini mags, some standard velocity, some auto match, just the cheap federal stuff. The cartridge of Mother Russia Junior with a chicken on it. Quick Shock. I got some of this stuff I got in a trade. I don't know if they make that anymore, but either way, we're going to try it. I got these little light ones. I don't even know if there's powder in those. And then some vintage Eli 10X. And then Winchester 22 hollow points. Surely out of one of these 12, and hopefully it ain't something like this that I can't find anymore, surely we'll find something that the Sport King likes. So, let's get shooting. We're at 25 yards now. We have a different target. We're half the distance we were earlier. I think I can see this target better through this 4-power scope. Okay, much better. Alright, here's what we're dealing with. These are the CCI mini mags. They're like maxi mags, but they're mini. They're hotter than standard velocity. So I'm going to start with these, scrap everything we did at 50. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. We got a misfeed. Oh, that's what happened. My tube came out. No wonder it didn't feed in properly. That one was on me. Aguila Super Extra. Like Super, but with some extra. Let's do the CCI standard velocities. It's pretty much what you call standard. Let's do the Aguila Sniper. This is 50 rounds. Come on. 60 grain bullets. Those Winchester hollow points are 35. Standard 22 bullet, right? See it? Sub sniper. It's like a 22 short, but then they made up the difference in bullet. Oh man. All right, enough laughing. Let's see how they shoot. As I said earlier, my good friend Rendell gave me these a while back, and I have shot a bunch of them. I really like them. These are the Winchester Dynapoints. Just looking through the scope, it looks like those snipers shot good, but man, they made a big puff of smoke right in my face every time I pulled the trigger. It's like I was smoking a Marlboro. Okay, here's our mini mag group. This is at 25 yards, that's probably an inch. Then we went to the Super Extras. I had one that jammed, I shot it again. It was that one. I might have bent it up when it jammed. My tube came loose, and that last one failed to feed. Then, what the heck was that? I don't know. That one's good. I like it. There's our snipers. I mean, really, in all seriousness, that's a pretty good group. And the Dynapoints, they just didn't seem to do too good. Alright, this might be the best way to explain it. There's the mini mags. Those go here. There's the Aguila. Not great. But when you come to the CCI standard velocities, check them out. Huh? That's not bad, folks. That's a 5-shot group at 25 yards. I would take that. That's not only minute a squirrel, that's a minute a chipmunk right there. But the star of the show, yeah, the Dynapoints, they didn't do anything spectacular. See there, about 2 inches. The star of the show, yes, you heard it right, folks. If you ever see any sniper subsonic Aguilas, man, I'd grab them. I mean, honest to goodness, that thing right there is a tack driver. 5-shot group, 25 yards with a, what would that be, a 50-year-old firearm, maybe older? I'm going to tell you one thing, this range is going to pay for itself in brass. I pick up more brass walking back and forth on this range than any place I've ever been in my life. Alright, first up, shooting left to right, top to bottom on your radio dial, we will be shooting the Target Grade Performance. Federal Target Grade Performance Auto Match. I think they're just cheap bullets, but that's what they're called. So let's try the Auto Match. Alright, Winchester Expert 22 hollow points. Quick Shock MP a Magnum Performance Bullet Eli Primed Quick Shock MPB, number 3 on the test list. Number 4 of the RWS Dyna Nobel, I don't know. Dyna Noble R50 from the homeland Germany. Let's see how they do. All right, number 5 on this target is the Eli Tenex. All right, our Federal Auto Match. Yeah, got one little flyer over here, but all in all, it's not too bad for cheap bulk ammo. The Winchester got strung out there. Man, that's really about a 2.5 inch group. The Quick Shock, I mean, got those in a trade. I know nothing about them. Working on a pretty good group, and then had a flyer. So if you take that out, you're probably looking at a 1/2 inch 25. The RWS Dynamite. Yeah, a couple touching and then strung some, so probably an inch. Not real impressed, but the Eli Tenex, really, that's probably a 1/2 inch right there. That's not bad. I'm going to put that in the short go. Read notice on base, voice ace, just something. Now all we got left are these Gila. These are like the 20 grains. And the steel case, non-corrosive, dangerous within 1 mile, made in Russia. These cartridges are designed for initial training in shooting and hunting. Sport hunting. Oh, Mark, Milcert Mark gave me these. Yeah. I don't know how you say that. It's something stamping plant. Anyways, we're going to give these 2 a run, and then we'll shoot those 3 again. I saw that one in the scope swirling at 25 yards. You can... Let's shoot one more. I'm not... Those are shooting about an 8 inch group. Alright, for Mother Russia, we're going to shoot these steel-cased Junior Roosters. I'm guessing it could be a turkey. There it is, black as the ace of spades. Coated with what I'm assuming is Molly. Those little ones with just a primer. The first one hit here, the second one here, the third one there. This is the Russian. You know, probably an inch group if you take out that one. Even with that one, maybe just over an inch. So far, our best groups have been the Subsonic, the Standard Velocity, and the Eli Tenex. So let's go through these again and see if one of them jumps out of these 3. Man, the wind is a whipping now. There's our Eli Tenex, and I'm here to tell you, if I didn't have that one, and I hate to call it a flyer, because it's not a 1/4 inch off the other group. There's 5 shots right there, folks. Eli Tenex, and I've got quite a few of these laying around. CCI Standard Velocities had a great group going, and then put 2 side by side here. Don't know what happened there. I may end up hunting with these just because I can still get them today. I don't know if I can even get these Eli Tenex anymore. The snipers. Things were going great. And then they just started walking off. I don't know what happened. So here's my takeaway on the High Standard Sport King Special Model A1041 speed shorts and long rifles. For hunting, this is great. any of those three ammos would easily knock a squirrel's bean at 25 yards. I'll probably shoot those Elys or the CCI standard velocities. Either way, I'm happy with the way it shot today. I'm happy with the gun itself. I don't know how to look it up and find out exactly when it was made. I'm sure I can match up serial numbers online, but still, you take a 40, 50-year-old, maybe even older, you know, maybe it's a 60-year-old, maybe it's from the 60s. Either way, you take an old 22 like this, you clean it up, you run a whole bunch of ammo through it, you find out that it likes about 3 different ones, and then you tinker with those. You know, in all honesty, the Russian ammo didn't shoot bad either. If you don't mind shooting steel cases and that dirty stuff through it. So, hope you guys enjoyed coming to the range with me today. Hope you enjoyed a look at this old tube-fed auto. And I love tube-fed guns. That's just, I grew up shooting one, and I prefer it. They point better for me. I just like them. So what I may do is find a better scope and stick on here and make it a squirrel rifle. And so anyways, thanks for coming with me today. See you guys in the next video.